3, 2, 1.
What's up everyone, Dan here, Crypto Capital Venture, June 23rd, 2018. In this video, I'm going to talk about Bitcoin. I'm going to talk about Litecoin. This is a longer term video. This is a true representation of where my head's at right now, what I'm thinking, how I'm approaching this market that we're in. And I really want to jump right in because I kind of have a lot to go over. I'm going to be using Fibonacci retracement to kind of paint a picture of what I'm thinking. And I'm going to do it on Bitcoin. I'm going to do it on Litecoin. And I'm trying to use this to kind of give us an idea of what's in store. I've said that we're going to start doing these bearish outlook videos if we kind of confirm a more bearish market. And we've done so in recent weeks, especially. We're approaching pretty bearish levels. And if we break where we are right now, it's probably going to get even worse. So I'm not saying that to put fear in you. We could bounce and we could go back up. This could be a bottom. This could be a true bottom. But right now, you can ask anybody on the planet. Nobody knows. So what I want to do in this video is anticipate the possibilities of a further downside, because that's where the money is waiting for us to be made. So let's do it. I want to try and get through this as quickly as possible. I hope I don't talk too much. Let's pull out the Fibonacci retracement. I don't use it often, but I do use it when trying to analyze and find bottoms and dips and where to accumulate and buy. So I have the Bitcoin chart back to the bear market 2013, 2015. You see it there. And what's interesting is you can see this. I mean, look at the similarities just on the chart. It's crazy. So when people say this has nothing to do with 2013 bear market, it's nothing like that. I mean, come on. This is the movement of a market, and it looks very synergistic, and there's a lot of harmony in play. If you just zoom out and look at the charts, it really doesn't take a genius to look at that and see that. So Fibonacci, I want to do this. I want to take it from the bottom of that trend line, 2013, to that high that it had in 2013. This is Bitcoin. So now I want to focus attention basically on this area, which is back to the trend line. So it really came back to this trend line to form this low that it did, and really that's the formation of the trend line that we have right now. But what's interesting is you can see the pullback is below the 786. So 786 is a line on Fibonacci. It's not the most popular, however, it is more popular in volatile markets. And obviously Bitcoin, Litecoin, crypto, volatile markets. So the 786 is used a lot in cryptocurrency. So something to point out is the fact that it broke through the 786. We saw a lot of resistance, and we kind of formed a new channel there below the 786. It didn't retrace 100%, obviously, but it did retrace. It formed this low, and that's kind of the bottom before the eventual uptrend began, or actually continued with Bitcoin after that bear market. So keep that in mind. This is kind of the foundation of the video right there, that 786 level. Because what I want to do now is I want to take Fibonacci again, and I want to take it from that last touch on the trend line that we had, and want to go to the top, that all-time high we had, and I want to look. And you can see the 786. Here it is, the 786, right at around, what is that? It's around $5,000. And what's interesting is it's very close to where this trend line actually intersects. And it's also this previous high before that huge breakout that we had. So this previous high, it looks like, around 5,000 in September of 2017. So a lot of confluence in that area. So what I want to say is, in this bearish trend that we've been in, a pullback to this level is obviously completely in play. And my own channel, based on that data alone, I'm going to get rid of this so we can see a little better. My own channel that I have for heavy accumulation for me is this. I have the green box, which is that $5,000 mark, which is the 786 pullback, right, from all-time high, from this level when it left the trend line. So that 5,000 down to, I basically have, if we're falling below 786, what you want to do is anything under there is look for key areas of support. So for me, that looks like right around here at 3,000, which was that high right here. So that was basically in June. So $3,000 to $5,000, we could, if this trend continues down, we can break the 5,000, we can break the trend line, we can trade briefly below it. I don't think we'll trade strongly below it, but we could trade below it. And so this area in Bitcoin is a very heavy accumulation zone for me. Will we get there? I don't know. This is my anticipation. This isn't an expectation. This isn't a prediction. I just want to throw that out there. But we're kind of in this downtrend right now. And based off what happened last time, a pullback below 786, this is completely in play. So I want to put that out there. Now let's hop over to Litecoin and look at that kind of in the same context. A little different though. I have the Bitfinex charts up. I use Bitfinex for that Bitcoin chart that I just had up. And there's not as much historical data. Obviously, it doesn't even go back to 2013. So what I want to do is I want to take the trend line that we have on Litecoin, and I basically want to take this low that we had back in April 2015, and I want to pull the Fibonacci up to that high that we had in July, and then let's start painting a picture. So you can see we have the Fibonacci drawn, and let's do this. Right here, we had that first touch of Litecoin back to the trend line, and you can see it is right by the 786. So again, Litecoin moving away from trend line and the 786 pullback to the trend line. And furthermore, I want to do the Fibonacci again from the start of this trend line here in 2017, last year. Everybody remembers, what is that, March area. So let's do it. Fibonacci from there to all-time highs that we had. And where's that leave us on the 786? Well, it leaves us basically where we are now. So we're pretty much at the 786 with Litecoin. And so what does that mean for me? Well, in terms of where Bitcoin is, it means this, and I already have it drawn out. I'm going to get rid of this Fibonacci. So let's get rid of Fibonacci. And I have this triangle drawn out because it's basically my accumulation zone. And you see the bottom of this triangle goes down to $40. So what does that mean? We're at around $80 now. So obviously that's a 50% pullback from where we are now. And if you go over to Bitcoin and you get the price range from where we are now, the bottom of that channel also at 50%. So my bearish outlook, right? My bearish anticipation is that there can still be a 50% pullback from where we are right now to these levels of 3,000 Bitcoin and $40 Litecoin. You'll notice the $40 Litecoin, similar to the 3,000 Bitcoin, is that high of acting as support. So same thing here on Litecoin. So that $40 mark is this high. Oh, let me get rid of that. So that $40 mark is this high acting as support right at this level. So in synergy with Bitcoin, that would look like the $3,000 level. So a $40 Litecoin to me is similar to a $3,000 Bitcoin. Obviously, it's 50% pullback. But that's kind of where we are. That's where my thought process is right now in terms of Bitcoin and Litecoin. You might be asking, well, Dan, you didn't touch the trend line on Litecoin. And you're right. If you want to look at the trend line being touched on Litecoin, it would look something like this, a $20 Litecoin. So, I mean, that would be more in synergy with what Charlie Lee said, being prepared for a $20 Litecoin. I don't think we're going to see it. That's why I didn't really talk about touching it, but it's always a possibility. But right now, so from $80 range down to $20, then we're looking at around a 75% pullback. Could happen. I don't know. Obviously, if I have a heavy accumulation zone in the $40 to $80 range, then this range of $20, which I don't foresee happening. It could. I get it, but I don't think it will. If it happens, wow, there's a lot of opportunity there. So right now, the general sentiment is that we're kind of going down a little bit further. This is my thought process on where we could go and where my buy zones are. I wanted to throw it out there for you just so you kind of could get an idea of where my head's at. But the thing is about this, money, big money, lots and lots and tons of money could enter in at any time, and we could just continue this uptrend. So please be ready for anything. This isn't, nobody knows what's going to happen. That's what's crazy about this. It could change at the snap of a finger. So please just be ready, anticipate, and have your general plan ready. So if you're somebody that bought up here, that might be very discouraging of where we are right now. But you can't go back, you can't change time. But what you can do is you can plan for all of this area. What are you comfortable with? What's your play? Don't risk more money than you can afford to lose, obviously. But have a conservative approach to what makes you comfortable and can actually also give you opportunity to make money, to have a good investment. Accumulation is the best area to do so, especially in downtrends, when there's fear, when there's panic, when there's negativity. This is where the money is made, is at these levels where we are now, and it's also down here. As long as you're doing it safely and conservatively, and utilizing some wisdom. Don't get crazy. Try and keep emotion out of this. But those are my thoughts. That's kind of the way I'm looking at the market right now. But I'm feeling really good about the market. We're down to an $82 Litecoin. We could be doing a video on a $40 Litecoin and I'll still feel good about the market. I'll feel good about the technology. That's the point. I work in the space of blockchain, of crypto. I see what's happening behind the scenes and it excites me, whether or not we're at a $10 Litecoin or a $500 Litecoin. So if you want an idea of why I think the way I do, that's why. This is also my business. It's not just I own some Litecoin, but I run business in cryptocurrency as well. So let me know your thoughts below. Are you bearish? Are you bullish? Can't believe we're doing videos like this. I didn't think we would, but we are. It was always a possibility. Appreciate all of you for coming by. If you're not a subscriber, please subscribe. I'd love to have you as part of the channel. I will see you in the next video, and God bless.